Welcome back, YouTube, to another video. My name's Hunter, Precision Retrofits, and today I'm going to walk you through this 2025 GMC 3500 that we just wrapped up. This build was a all-out, complete build that we did pretty much everything you possibly do. Yes, probably do some more, but we did almost everything you could possibly do to this. I'm going to walk you through that and walk you through this build. All right, I'm going to start here with the paint match. We paint matched pretty much everything on this, from the whole front end, all the plastics, mirrors, taillights, running boards. We even wrapped the window trim on this to set pretty much everything off. So on the front here, we went ahead, the headlights, a little bit of two-tone with the black and the white here. We then flowed that through the grill here. We did, as you can see, the entire middle piece of the grill is all black with this surround being white to kind of give it a little bit of contrast. And we also took the upper piece here and made that white as well. Now all of this was a completely stock Denali Ultimate. So everything was either chrome or that Vader chrome that comes on the Denali Ultimate. We went ahead, deleted all that, took care of all that. And then on the bumper, this plastic on the side here, you can see it's typically a textured plastic. We went ahead and smoothed that and painted that white. Moving on to the inside here, we took this middle fog light piece right here. It was black before, painted it white, and then the middle section there, you can see we kind of went ahead and just blacked that all out to kind of give it a nice clean black look to match the grill up on the top. Now for the powder coat, we powder coated almost everything you could on these. The lift kit is a Wicked suspension lift kit from Wicked Suspension. Came with all the pre-powder coated white pieces from them, and then we went ahead, the sway bar, the factory sway bar, factory torsion bars, and then a couple other pieces here that were factory. We went ahead, took those apart, sent them off to powder coat, and then had them powder coated. I do want to say one thing on most of the stuff that we do is pretty much all done in-house. Everything you see on this truck was done in-house, except for the powder coat. We use a local place here just because we're not set up for powder coat. Everything else though, lighting, paint match, the lift kit, the wheels, the tires, everything was done here in-house at Precision Retrofits. So the rest of the powder coat, we went ahead on the rear, as you can see, we went ahead and the leaf springs, we did a white and black two-tone on those. Okay, took the leaf pack all the way apart and then did white and black alternating two-tone. We also did a mag high-tech differential cover. We went ahead, powder coated that white, and then we left the cooling fins polished to give it a little bit of a two-tone look. So that's about it as far as the powder coating. Again, we powder coated almost everything you possibly could on this thing. I think it looks pretty good. Moving over to the side here for the rest of the paint match, the fender flares were already painted from the factory, but we would have painted those if they were that textured black plastic. The side badges here were that Vader chrome and black. We went ahead and went white and black with those. The mirrors, fully smooth, and then we went fully white on these with some switchback mirror lights. You can see here, if I unlock the truck, it's going to kick on all of my lighting here. So you can see my fender lights, white, and they even have the sweet little Ultimate logo here put into them. The mirror lights, white, they're also switchback, so these are going to blink amber when you flick the blinkers on. The cab lights on the top, you can see all white, painted, and then obviously all white for the lighting as well. And then moving on to the side here, door handles, fully white with the switchback strip in the middle of the door handle. So you can see here with the door handles, they were smooth, and then that switchback strip was put behind them, and they're going to light up white for the running lights and then blink amber for the blinker as well. Now moving on to the rest of it, like I mentioned before, we wrapped the window trim black, it's all black, and then the step trim's black. Moving on to the rear of the vehicle here, we went ahead, the bed steps obviously come textured plastic from the factory. We went ahead, smoothed those as well, painted them white with a little black top on that step pad. Now again, if you do paint that top step pad, you always have the risk of scratching it. It's paint, so just a forewarning for that, but it looks pretty clean being all gloss black. Again, fender flares match the front. We also did the mud flaps back here white. And then on the rear of the vehicle here, taillights smoked with the two-tone, and then the white borders around the edge. And then the back bumper plastics match the rest of them. So that top pad is going to be black to match that middle bumper step, and then the very top pad is going to be black as well. And then we cleaned it off with a nice little black and white GMC logo up here. Now, for the rest of the lighting on this thing and some of the interior, I'm going to detail that a little bit and what we did there. We put 38 rock lights on this thing, okay? It's a little bit extreme, but we did 38 all over the place under here. We also did some wheel lights, and the wheels, as you can see. And then we also did some accent lighting on the bumper and then in the grill. And then moving on to the inside, we did a 2,000 piece Starlight headliner kit. Now again, we do this in-house. We removed the entire headliner, poked 2,000 holes in that thing, and we even also did it on the sunroof cover. Now a lot of times you won't see that done just because it's a little more tricky, but we can do it, and it was done on this one. We even went ahead and matched the factory suede. The sunroof cover on this did not come suede from the factory, so we went ahead and we removed the factory cloth covering and installed suede, and then we also put the Starlight in the sunroof cover. Now that's a 2,000 piece Starlight kit. It twinkles, it changes colors, it does everything you possibly ever want it to. What we did in order to power up all the lighting on this, because these GMs don't come with a factory auxiliary switch, kind of like the Fords do. So we went ahead and we put a auxiliary switch into it ourselves. Now this has an 8 switch system. We only used, I think, 6 of these, so 2 of them are left unused if the customer wants to add something later on. But we went ahead, we added that so that we can run our rock lights off of it, our wheel lights, our star lights. Also, too, I forgot to mention, we've added a train horn on this thing, and that's run off our Switch Pro. Now, it's the train horn. It's a Horn Blasters train horn kit, extremely loud, has its own onboard compressor on it as well, and it's will blow your eardrums out. But that's on that switch kit as well. But that entire switch kit is going to control all of our auxiliary lighting on here. Smooth, super clean, all compact, so that it's in one nice little spot. You don't have a bunch of wires running everywhere, and it looks very clean. Now, speaking of the lights and the wheel lights in particular, I forgot to mention the wheels here. These are 26 by 14 KG1 forged wheels on 35-inch, 13.5 Venom Power tires. They also have some 2-inch spacers, shifted industry spacers, that we installed and supplied for this vehicle. So it's going to stick out a little bit more than a regular 26 by 14 will. You're going to probably rub a little bit. We did have to trim. We didn't trim all the way. It still rubs a little bit, just so you know, but that's what wheel and tire setup was on this. 26 by 14 KG1 forged, 35-inch tires on that 6-inch Wicked suspension with the Fox coilovers. Looks super clean and nice and wide as well with those 2-inch spacers. I hope this overview video of this build right here on this 2025 GMC 3500 was helpful. Again, we do everything here in-house at Precision Retrofits here in Southern Idaho. We can take care of anything for you, just like this if you want. But we just figured it'd be helpful for you to maybe see a build that we've done like this, and then maybe something you'd want to do to your own. But yeah, if you're needing anything like this, whether it's just a paint match, whether it's just the headlights done, whether you want to do the entire thing, you want to do just the Starlight, we can kind of take care of any of that for you. Again, we're located in Southern Idaho. We can come to you, pick up your truck. This guy's all the way from Seattle. So we can do that for you, and you can bring us your truck, whatever you'd like to do. We'd love to get it done for you. But again, appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully it was helpful. My name's Hunter, Precision Retrofits. We'll see you on the next video.